Thank you. And well, welcome to my afternoon meditation lesson and group meditation. A big welcome. We're just waiting for a few minutes until the hour when we will begin. Okay, you all hopefully should be able to hear me and to see me. We are going to be meditating together after the instructions. And I believe that everyone can hear me now. I'm just getting some confirmation of that, which is good. Good. Thank you, everyone. Great. Thank you, Anthony. Okay, let's begin. So first of all, for those of you that don't know me, I am Rajesh, commonly known as the Meditation Guru. I'm based in London in the UK, and my organization has 70 teaching centers in around 8 different countries. We taught many thousands of people to meditate under our system. So during this time of crisis, we wanted to bring this to the general public with a simple form of meditation that is going to help you get through this difficult period. It could be that you've lost your job, or purely that you have a lot more time on your hands than you didn't have before, or you could have a lot more other challenges, such as being unwell with the virus itself. But what we want to do is introduce you to meditation because it has wonderful immunity factors that are going to be so important in your path forward to either avoid contamination, or if you do get the virus, then hopefully because of a stronger immune system, you will not have so many bad side effects. So that obviously would be my hope. If you joined us this morning, I apologize because we lost a connection. I think our morning meditation is the time when a lot of people are logging on for the first time, and we basically lost connection. So if this happens again today, I will go live again. You may have to join the stream again to carry on. So that's quite important. So also I want to say that your children can meditate with you. This can be a family event. But do note that small children do get bored quite quickly, and 20 minutes of meditation, though that's not a long time, is quite a lot if you're 6. So we can start the children off. They can follow in the instructions, but just tell them that maybe after 10 or 15 minutes, if they're getting bored, they can very, very quietly leave the room and then, go about their activities. Children who meditate, especially if your child has a leaning towards hyperactivity, children are much more manageable after they have meditated. They have that warmth and stillness, and hopefully that's really going to help in this lockdown period. So we've actually timed our morning one so that the young people, our young audience, not only people going to work, our 8:15 session will also allow children to join up with the Joe Wicks Body Coach PE session at 9 o'clock. So we tried to think of all these things to make this two very attractive times in the day, 8:15 in the morning, because meditation starts our day so perfectly on a positive, strong note that will continue through our day. One thing I will say about meditation is that regularity is extremely important, and meditating once a day is not really sufficient. So that's why we have these two sessions which follow our system, in the sense that those two bathes, so you're bathing in those subtle, powerful energies that exist within. Doing that twice a day is going to make a remarkable change to your life through these difficulties. And we want to support you through this period. We want you to keep checking in, even if you've mastered the technique. Keep checking back in, because obviously there's a big group of meditators all meditating at the same time. So collectively we will, share in each other's energy, and that is going to give us additional strength on our journey forward. So I want to say that the technique is very simple, yet it is extremely powerful. We do sit in a sitting position with our hands together. So I'm just going to wheel back my chair so that you can see me. So I'm sitting in this nice, comfortable office chair. Welcome to my main office and consultation room here in Northeast London. So my hands are together. You can have them like this or like this, but they must reside in your lap. There we go. We don't want to put them up here because our hands are disconnected. Our hands, in fact, create a connection. So the energies that we pull from within through the meditation are preserved. This is so important. We want to benefit from those energies that reside deep within us. There's an amazing reservoir, and meditation taps into this. So this is as simple as the technique is. Sit in something like this chair, which is comfortable. You may be in a sofa, or in our morning meditations, you may just be propped up in bed. Bed is not always the best place to meditate. Simply your body is so habituated in sleeping, whether you're sort of slightly propped up or well propped up, you're still in bed. So psychologically, this is a place for sleep. So if you can go into an armchair, you may have another seat in your bedroom, that's absolutely fine. Allow the room to be shaded. So obviously for this live stream, we have some light so you can see me and follow the instructions. But as you see my little friend in the background, I have a tea light burning, which in a darkened room can be good. You could have a small bedside table. We never meditate in pitch blackness. Okay, so you can obviously meditate with your children, be comfortable, be warm. So make sure you cover yourself up and also undo any tight clothing around the neck or the waist. So we are going to basically meditate for about 20 minutes. This session will go on in total for 45 minutes. So I will be available for any questions. I will be sharing with you our support details so that you can email in afterwards if you need to leave the session quite quickly, or you have another commitment. That's absolutely fine. You can ask any questions, obviously, in the chat area, and I will answer those afterwards. But now it's just very important just to follow the instructions in a very easy, lazy manner. So the first thing that we want to do is to ensure that whenever we close our eyes, because we are turning our attention from the exterior to the interior. Most of our day is focused externally. We're working, everything we do in life in general is focused externally. Meditation is different. We are turning our attention within. And the first and easy way to do this is to very gently close our eyes. And we want to close them as if they're almost stuck, or open them almost as if we got conjunctivitis we're having difficulty opening them. We want that amount of stillness when we're closing our eyes. So the first thing I'm going to ask you to do, you can meditate with your glasses on or glasses off, is entirely what you're comfortable. We also never cross our legs. So if you're sitting up, you wouldn't cross your legs, but you may cross them at the ankles. Okay, that's very important. So the first thing I need you to do now, you can just follow with my voice, is very, very gently close your eyes. Very slowly, don't be in a rush. That's good. Okay, we're just going to pause for 10 or 15 seconds. And now, the first thing I want you to do is to watch your breathing, the rising and falling of your chest, the breath going in and out. Do not try to control this or make it go faster or slower. Here we just want to be the observer. So just the breath coming in and out, the rising and falling of the chest. We're just going to watch that. After a while, that our breathing will slow down nicely, showing that we have the first level of relaxation. So I just want you to try that with your eyes closed for just a couple of minutes. I'll tell you when to stop, but just be aware of your breathing, watching the rising and falling of your chest. You're not trying to alter the rhythm. You're just observing your own breathing. Okay, that's good. So now we're going to open our eyes very, very slowly. So this is good practice because you will need to do this at the end of every meditation. Open your eyes very, very slowly. Okay, so you probably find that really easy. And yes, meditation is meant to be easy. But, it's very powerful. So using the breath is an amazing way to find relaxation. We want to go to those deeper relaxations. So we're going to try that again, and I'm going to be leading you into the second part. So at first we're going to be, again, placing our attention on the breathing as we did before. So very gently close your eyes. That's good. Nice and slowly. And now just watch your breathing. Remember, your hands need to be joined and gently placed in your lap. If you can sit in a lotus position, a yoga lotus position, do so, but only do so if you're comfortable for 20 to 30 minutes in that position. So we're watching our breathing, rising and falling of the chest. The breath going in and out of your mouth or nostrils, it doesn't matter whether some people can only breathe through their mouth and some people prefer to breathe through the nose. It doesn't matter. Now, continue being aware of your breathing, but you may realize that suddenly thoughts appear. You'll be thinking of, I have to feed my children later, I have to ring my mother, or all sorts of things that may be on your mind currently. Chores that you need to do, challenges that you have, they may pop up. And what we want to say, that thought in meditation is absolutely correct. These are not intruders. And as the course goes on, we'll explain why those thoughts are there and how they can in fact help us. But as they pass through the mind during meditation, they lose their power, their grip upon us, and therefore this brings greater clarity to the mind itself. So we welcome them. But there's one caveat, that when you realize that your attention on the breathing has gone without pushing those thoughts away. Now that's extremely important because they could be quite vivid and quite active in your mind. Without pushing those thoughts away, gently return your attention back to the breathing without eliminating them, without interfering them in any way, and place your attention on the breathing. The thoughts may be in the background, they will probably just float away. So you're bringing your attention back to the breathing, the rising and falling in the chest, and you're going to carry on with that, maybe in a minute or 2 minutes, or perhaps a bit longer. Some other thoughts will come, and that's fine. Thoughts and your attention to the breathing can be there together, but it's only when there's no attention of the breathing that we would need to, without pushing the thoughts away, I should say, come back to the attention of the breathing. So it's a small cycle that we want to flow from one element to the next. Attention on the breathing, and then we drift off into some thoughts, where we realize we're only having thoughts. Without pushing those thoughts away, we come back to the breathing. So we're now going to try this for the next 15-20 minutes. So remain comfortable, remain still, and remember what I've told you, and we will now be silent for that period of time. And obviously we welcome anyone joining us now who's joining the group meditation aspect of this session. Welcome.